back-to-back big-time opponents. I mean, there's no time to even think about what happened. You have to look at that.
I think that's a good thing to put last week behind us. To get back, watch the film, and then say, hey, it's over with. We're moving on. We got a big-time opponent this weekend, an SEC opponent, and we got to start. We got to start strong in the SEC. It's a big-time game. We're excited to be home in front of our fans, and that's gonna be fun. And excited to play another big-time game.
When you play a night game like that, physical, a lot of emotion, is it tougher to come back the next week physically or mentally?
A little bit of both. I know we were a little banged up, and we got to make sure we're doing our seeing Ron Corson and getting in the weight room and making sure we're physically ready. And like I said, have another big opponent the next game, I think really allows us to mentally push away that other game versus Clemson and focus on the task we have at hand.
You kind of touched on it, but does playing a game like South Carolina better for you guys than playing, no disrespect to Buffalo, but to playing a team like Buffalo coming off of a loss?
I think so. I think it really forces us, like I said, to push last week behind us and get excited for another big-time game. It's going to be an awesome game, a rivalry game. So I know our guys are excited for it and ready to go.
What was Clemson's defensive line doing that was giving you a lot of problems, especially late in the first half? They seemed to make some adjustments.
They're just making plays. It's tough being on the road in a hostile environment and not being able to, change your snap count up as much as you want. And sometimes they're just going to get a better jump. And a lot of it has to do with the atmosphere, and our guys having a little bit tough time here on the outside and like I said, just their guys getting a better jump sometimes.
Looking at the film after the game, did it make you guys feel better or feel worse? After you get a chance to look at it the second time.
Probably worse. To see how much how many missed opportunities we had when it comes to turnovers, to penalties, a lot of drive stoppers, which really, you play a good team in that kind of environment, and you're, first and 15, 20, 25, third and long. You can't put yourself in those kind of situations. So we learned a lot from that game. Still obviously made a ton of plays. I mean, we had 545 yards of total offense and really did great. It's just, those times, those drives when we killed ourselves is really made the difference.
How big a loss was Malcolm going out so early like that? I know he's a guy that really stretched the field for you. How did it change maybe the way you guys called the plays?
I don't think it changed how we called plays. I mean, we have a ton of great receivers that are able to, stretch the field and make plays. Obviously it stinks to not have them out there and be able to rotate another guy in, a guy that really is he's a big-time player. So it definitely hurt a little bit. But like I said, we have a lot of great receivers, and they're just excited to step up and fill his void.
All the talk right now is Jadeveon Clowney's out of shape. Is that what you see when you watch the tape?
No, not at all. I mean, if you go back and watch our film, he's busting his tail, sideline to sideline, really getting after it. So, it's just hard when you're, watching ESPN and all they do is focus on him for the entire game. And, he might take a couple plays off or not even take plays off, but just not go as hard. And everyone's freaking out. But if you watch the game like we do and watch it every single play, you see that he's busting his tail, really trying to make plays in the run game, in the pass game. So I think everyone just really over-exaggerated all that.
Aaron, going forward, how important is it? In that Clemson game, you guys missed out on a couple opportunities in the first half, coming out to the beginning of the second half. Going forward, when you have those opportunities, future games, how important is it for you guys to put some points on the board and understand you guys are at?
It's huge, and like I said, that's why it was such a great learning experience. Sometimes when you don't play a team with the abilities of Clemson, you really don't realize, some areas in which you need to work on. But, playing a great team like that on the road, you figure out the areas of you need to improve on, which we did, and we're ready to work on them this week in practice and make sure they don't happen again. Oh, I mean, it all starts with those guys up front. I thought they did a great job all day long, and he's just a special back, a guy that can make a lot of plays.
What were your impressions of the South Carolina defense overall, not just with Clowney, but the entire defense?
First word that comes to mind is just confident. those guys play with a lot of confidence. They feel like they're one of the best defenses in the country, which they are, and a lot of athleticism as well at every position. Just extremely athletic, one that just knocked the crap out of you. But I think, like I said, the biggest thing is just confident. They're a confident group of guys, and that's a dangerous thing.
Aaron, do you have kind of like a chip on your shoulder? You haven't been able to beat South Carolina as a starter. Last year was not kind of embarrassing for you guys, not exactly the way you scripted it. You have to have been looking at South Carolina all year for a chance to get a back in San State.
We're excited. We're excited. It's an SEC game. We're excited to be home. There's no revenge or anything like that. We're excited to play a game and against another great SEC team.
Aaron, can you compare the team's mindset today to back in 2011, I think it was, after you guys lost to Boise State going into that South Carolina game?
I think we're more of a mature team. I definitely think we've grown over the past couple of years. I think we're able to handle a loss like Clemson and be able to put it behind us and get ready for another big opponent.
In years past, you've taken the guys out for ice cream, when they keep getting hit and getting sacked. You had 4 sacks in this game. Did the offensive line come to you and say, hey,
No, there's none of that. It was, teams are going to make plays. Overall, I think our guys did a great job all night long. And, there's going to be mistakes, and you just got to move on from them and keep playing.
you got any reward system set up for them this year?
We haven't talked about one yet, but we will, I'm sure.